A grandmother gave me a call telling me how her daughter found out that her child had a poor prenatal diagnosis and may not even make it to term. And if it is born, would die shortly after birth. This grandmother was devastated for her grandchild, devastated for her daughter. And she talked to me about how she wished that her daughter would end that pregnancy so that she wouldn't be in pain. And she was very concerned about the amount of pain that her daughter would have. The grandmother told me that her daughter was probably carrying this baby to term because of her religion, and that she hated that she felt forced to carry this baby to term. But she said her daughter seemed to want to carry the baby to term. So I talked to the grandmother and gave her a little bit of information. I explained to her that if her own daughter had a poor diagnosis outside the womb, that she probably would want to spend every moment that she could with her child while her child was still alive. And she agreed to that. And I explained to her that, well, that's what your daughter wants to do with her child. She wants to spend every moment she can with her child while it's still alive. That made a lot of sense to the grandmother. I listened intently to the grandmother's concerns. And then I tried to explain to her how her daughter might be feeling. That this is the only time that she will have with this child. I explained to her that this child was not a trinket to be thrown away, but a treasure. And the time with that child is a treasure because that is her memories of that child. I told her of people who have taken journals and write down every day experiences that they have with their baby. Maybe they go on a swing in a park and they feel the baby move, or they eat something sugary or ice cream and the baby kicks like crazy. Or at nighttime, the baby seems to want to kick on this side. Or when they go fast in a car, that the baby reacts this way. Different reactions of the baby can be put in a journal. And she was really excited about that. And she started to understand about this time being a treasure and that that grandbaby was not just a trinket. She told me that this was her daughter and she just wanted to help her daughter not have pain, not to have the pain of her child dying. I explained to her, your daughter is in her 5th month of pregnancy. She is going to experience this death of this child, whether it be now or whether it be at term. But she has the opportunity to treasure this time all the way through pregnancy and maybe a little bit after pregnancy. I gave the grandmother a suggestion of a book called A Gift of Time by Amy Kubelbeck. And I told her of other things that they could do to make this time special. I talked about making a birth plan so that as many memories as possible could be made at the birth of the baby, and to make a plan before birth so as many memories could be made as possible before the birth of the baby. We talked for a long time, and by the end, I could see her demeanor changing. She was totally open to the idea of this baby being a treasure and that the time with the baby being so important and so special. And she had changed her mind about wanting this pain to be over to, it's going to be painful, but I'm going to be there with my daughter. I'm going to help her treasure this time. I'm going to help her all the way through this and be a total support to her. I thought it was so wonderful. I was given such a gift to be able to talk to that grandmother, to be able to talk her through this, to be able to see the other side of it, and to be able to introduce the joy of her grandchild to her instead of the sorrow of her grandchild to her. It's a privilege to me to be able to talk to these families at Heaven's Gain Ministries. And I'd be privileged to talk to anybody else who needs support. So please comment, like, subscribe, and let us know what we can do to help you or someone that you love. God bless. Have a great day.